I am epically failing at really growing my YouTube channel. Why would I say that? Why would I share that? What am I doing? I'm supposed to be the person that knows stuff, right? I got a LinkedIn following, I got a podcast. Who cares? All right. Why would you share that something's not going well? I'm going to break down why YouTube really matters and why I'm focused on it. But more important than that, it's this idea of getting comfortable sharing when things aren't going well. We live in this world now of just generic garbage, and everybody's full of it. Everybody's the best. Nothing ever goes wrong. And now we all use AI, and AI makes you write stuff that makes you sound like this generic piece of nothing. The way that you connect with other human beings now and into the future is by being a human, by sharing what's really going on. Failure is so important. And people fail wrong. What do I mean by that? When you are trying to figure something out, you're not failing, you're learning. And when you are, doesn't matter if you are a big executive at a 10,000 person company, if you run your own business, if you're a direct to consumer marketer, if you're a marketing manager at a boring B2B company, the way that you can really move things forward to be successful is to be in it. So like with this YouTube page that I'm starting up here the last 2 to 3 months, I'm in it. I got my hands on the controls. I'm looking at the thumbnails. I'm looking at the time that we're posting. I'm looking at the length of videos. How many shorts should we post in a week? What should the content be? What matters? Like I'm in it. And this is the way you find success. If you are onboarding a new CRM, something in your MarTech stack, anything like that, you can't just be like, okay, the team over there is going to do it and they'll let me know how it goes. No, doesn't matter where you are in your career, how big or small or whatever, you need to have your hands on the controls when you are getting these new tools, these new things. Maybe you're trying to break in, start a TikTok page for your business account. You need to have your hands in it to see what's working, what's not working. Maybe you haven't sat in on sales calls in 3 years. Sit in on those calls. Maybe you're not involved with customer service complaints. Sit in on those calls. If you're not in it, okay, there's no way that you can really give your input, to share your advice, to grow. So I'm in it on YouTube. And yeah, is it embarrassing that I only have 600 subscribers? I don't think so, because I'm trying to figure this out. Now, why does YouTube even matter? So yeah, okay, great. YouTube's out there. Everyone watches ridiculous videos. Forget about that. Where YouTube's headed in the next 2 to 3 years is going to be wild. Of course, for a direct to consumer brand, you need to be on YouTube. But a lot of business to business brands, they're sleeping on it. And most brands are doing it epically wrong. So what do most brands do right now? They're checking a box with YouTube, meaning they're saying, oh, okay, maybe a brand on YouTube has 30,000 subscribers, some big brand, right? Maybe have 500,000 subscribers. Who knows? What everybody's doing, which is so ridiculous, is they're taking the video content they have somewhere else. Oh, we just recorded a podcast. Let's chop it up, stick it on YouTube. We just did a webinar. Let's stick it on YouTube. Oh, we did a video over here on Instagram. Let's stick it on YouTube. And you know what happens? Someone will have 30,000 followers and they'll get 12 views on the videos, because they look at YouTube as an afterthought. They're like, oh, we'll just stick it over there. We already created video content. It doesn't really matter what it is, which is so bizarre, because when you are putting content out on LinkedIn, on Instagram Reels, on whatever, you are making content specific to that platform because you know how the algorithm works. But with YouTube, we're sleeping on it. We're just putting stuff there because we think we have to check a box. This is an epic fail, because we're in the moment right now where YouTube is exploding. In the next 2 to 3 years, it's going to change everything. So why do I say that? Literally just now, YouTube CEO Neil Mohan gave this big speech at Cannes Lions, and he shared that now YouTube Shorts are averaging over 200 billion daily views. That's a massive increase. Just a year ago, YouTube was averaging 70 billion daily views. That is a 186% increase year over year. You're like, well, who cares? I market, boring plumbing supplies. I don't need to be on YouTube. That's for people that are video gamers. Wrong. HubSpot just released this. 83% of business to business marketers now use short form content. They're creating it. And 71% are reporting that this is their highest ROI marketing channel. What is going to go away in the next 2 to 3 years? You're no longer creating these downloadable guides, downloadable tip sheets, ebooks. You're not going to be able to take those downloadable things, these PDFs, and have that be what drives your pipeline. It's going to be YouTube Shorts. Why? Because Google, which basically is the internet, they are prioritizing YouTube Shorts in their AI summaries, in their search everything. They are pushing it. YouTube TV is starting to dominate connected TV. This is where it's all headed, no matter what category you're in. Now, I was like, oh no, I'm a loser. I've been now working on this for 2 to 3 months, and I have about 600 subscribers, and I should be embarrassed, right? Because I have a presence elsewhere. How do I only have 600 subscribers? And isn't that a total fail? Well, here's what I learned. Do you realize that 91% of all YouTube channels have less than 600 subscribers? I think I might be crushing it. And you know what else? It's not about subscribers. Here's what you can do. You can win without subscribers. What's wild is, so my account has 600 subscribers, but my shorts that I put out there are now averaging, I'm starting to figure it out, over 1,000 views a short. I'm like, well, that still stinks. Not really. For accounts that have up to 1,000 subscribers, their average shorts view is only 65. So wait a minute, maybe I am figuring it out a little bit. And I'll tell you the truth. I know I'm really, really, really far from getting this right. And that is okay. That's what it means to fail and to build and to keep pushing and to keep trying. So, two things to get out of this. Number one, you got to rethink YouTube because it takes a while to build up this muscle, to build up any type of traction. It takes time. You need to do it now. So 2 to 3 years from now, you are not going to be out of business. You're not going to be able to not generate leads. But the other thing is, whatever it is that your business is involved with, get in it, get your hands dirty, get involved. You're not going to be able to understand it fully if you're not in it. And this is the mistake that most people make. Oh, I'm the marketing manager of this. I'm not involved with that. That's over there. I have nothing to do with our Instagram page. Or I'm in sales. I have nothing to do with marketing, so I'm not going to join, that meeting. Or I'm in marketing and I don't listen to sales calls because that's not my thing. You need to be involved with all of it. This is how you advance your career. This is how you participate. This is how people start to add you to meetings, right? This is it. And failure is okay. Being a human is a win.